Hi YouTube, welcome to another ranked gameplay series. Today we are looking into the Vegapunk leader. So first of all, let me show you the current version I'm running. We have our big drops like Katakuri, Yamato, and Ace. I especially like Yamato because on 10 Don, this allows us to heal 2 lives essentially. With our leader ability for 1, and if we play the Yamato, we can heal 2 life and also destroy something on our opponent's board. So I really like Yamato with Vegapunk combined. I think the rest, we are now in a OP7.5 format. We are currently playing with the bans, so no Red Purple Law and no Ini Sloppy Folucci. So we got all of these egghead characters from OP07 as a 4-off in the deck. For me, this works out really nicely just to have consistency like almost every, like you see all the cards, right? Especially the Nico Robin is really cool because if you put this in your life and you just get to draw 2 cards, so this really fills up our hand. And I also like to having the Frankie as a second life because if he triggers, you draw 1 card, and if you have 1 or less life, you can also play it. So that's really good. And also what's also really good is the Shaka here because he's like a blocker. And also, in combined with the Please Save Me, if we have a blocker up and for example 1 life, this means that we actually have 3 lives because we can first block a attack with this, then he takes our face, so we trigger this, and with this we can the trigger play up to a cost 5 or lower egghead type character from your trash, so we can replay the Shaka active and would have another blocker available to then block out of another attack. So I think this is also a pretty defensive move you have here. So we got some things to work around, and let's hop into our first match. So let's look here for a match. We are right now at around 500 million bounty. I think it's still not so high, but I think it's a little bit higher than the beginning games, I would say. So I think we should see some competitive opponents, I would assume. Let's see if we find a worthy opponent. Okay, so we found our opponent. It's Whitebeard. Let's think about if we're going to want to go first or second. Usually, I think we decide to go second here, I would say. Okay, we got 2 big bodies. We got, I think it's a pretty good hand here, right? So I think we keep. Because we can play on first turn, we can drop a 6 cost and play the event. And then on the second turn, we have 4 Dawn, we can play out Lilith and also use our leader effect, which is pretty good. So we can, play like 2 cards in 1 turn, pretty much. So this is, I think, a really, really good thing. So here, I think I would play the action. The event is our Searcher event here. I think we will take, I think we grab the Frankie here because I think, we use the leader effect and we deploy a card here. I think we just play out Shaka here and then end of turn. So my plan is here to, if he swings at us now, we take the life, maybe trigger it, and then we put the Frankie as our second life, because if Frankie is our second life, if we take this, then we can play him out for free. So now it's a question if you want to block this here. I think we take this. Okay, it's also just a character for free. We use it, take it. And here he swings at us again. I think we just take this as well. It's the Searcher event, which is draw a card. We just use it and draw a card there. Perfect. So now next turn we can just swing into the little Iso just to get rid of it. He's on 5 Don, so there could be like a Rusher, of course, but we just play this and attack in his life just to pressure some cards or maybe accelerate the life taking from his side. Put this a little bit lower. Okay, he counters out with a Marco. So now we just play the Lilith, and I think we grab Monkey D. Luffy here, and then we use our leader effect, add to top of our life. I think we will just add on top of our life the Frankie here, and then we call it a day. So now let's look what he's doing on his 5 cost turn. Probably he attacks us with 6 or into a character to get some cards out, plays a rush Luffy and attacks again. That's what I suggest he's going to do. He could also play a Marco with no effect at all. I mean, Marco is also pretty pesky, I would say, to get rid of, but let's see what he's deciding to do. I mean, he definitely takes his time for sure. Okay, he takes our life here, so I think we will just take it and use the trigger, so we get to draw a card and play out the Frankie. And as I said, here's the Luffy, but he doesn't attack with it, okay? That's pretty good here. So I think, what is our goal on this turn? I think we want to... we could play out the Lilith again for 3 Don, let's say. We use our leader for 1 Don, and then we have 2 Don to make these a 6k swing. So we would have 3 6k swings, right? And I think that's what we are going to do. We first go with a 6 here. We just want to apply a little bit of pressure. Get to see what he's doing with these cards. And I think it's good if we do the Please Save Me as our life, right? Because to top of our life, we add the Please Save Me, because now we have the defense, as I said, we can block with this. We can then take a life and use it again. I mean, next turn he probably will play out an ace and will get rid of some of my stuff here. I would imagine. So we use the Lilith, and I think we take another... Let's take another Shaka, I would say. I think we pass. We don't hit with this here, because we want the blocker to be available. Like, if he goes aggressive for our life, yeah, we definitely want to get use out of this. We don't have 8 Katakuri in our hand, so we have to be careful with that. Like, not be careful, but we have to see what we are going to play out in our next turn, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind if he goes a little bit for our board here this turn, just so we maybe save our life, and next turn we get to second life. And also, I mean, these low-cost characters, like, we want to replace them with like some bigger ones in the endgame, so let's see what he's doing. Okay, he plays out a Nami, so that means no ace, and probably also no pressure on our characters, I think. I think he will just go for our face, right? I mean, it makes probably the most sense for him to just push life here. He could do like 6, 7. Oh, he goes really big here, right? That's a big swing here. I think we will block this. Then he gives 2 to Luffy and goes for unblockable, right? I can imagine. But if he does this, we just bring back the Shaka, I guess. Doesn't do anything. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. We have 8 Dons here, so we can definitely... We can, for 5, we can play out Luffy or Shaka. And also use our leader effect to get a Shaka in our life. Let's start with a 6k swing to his life. I think against Newgate, you always just want to poke him with a 6k. So we using the Lilith here, definitely. We could now do... Wait, what if we're doing an 8 and an 8? 3-3, like 8-8, and then use our leader effect, right? Maybe this is the better play at all. Yeah. We just want to apply as much pressure as possible. Okay. Another 8. Now he has to play event probably. Radical beam, yeah. And then we use this to play Shaka on top of our life. And now with this combo means that we have actually 3 lives, right? We can use this. Actually we have like 4 lives because he can take out or blocks another attack. So I think this is pretty good. We have to be careful of the Luffy because he's like an unblockable swing. Yeah, he plays out Newgate. So he's at 8k now. And he's gonna swing at our face here. Yeah, we will play out a Shaka here. Now it's our draw card here. Okay, what are we gonna do here? So we have the option here to double heal, right? I think if we drop the Yamato and double heal, I think that's pretty good, right? We could... Yeah, let's play out the Yamato over the Lilith here. We kill the Nami, get a life here. And we also add the... He kills a 4 or less, okay. Yeah, so we just play out the Nico Robin right on top. Because if we trigger this, we just get 2 free cards. And we call it a day. I mean, now we are kind of in a stalemate. If he has multiple Newgates in his hand, this would definitely suck. But we also got some big drops in our hand, so let's see where this game is going to. Because in that moment where he doesn't have okay, he attacks with his leader. This would indicate that he doesn't have another Newgate, right? Because otherwise he would play it and attack with 8, right? I think let's use our blocker here and using a 1k. I mean, I want that he attacks with his board, right? So that he can fill his board with big characters and can kill us in one turn, so that's why I opted to block here. Because I don't care if Shaka goes to the discard, because later with the Please Save Me, we can just get him back. So he goes for our life for 10. Yeah, we take this, we trigger the Nico Robin and try to draw 2 cards more. So this is really good, right? I mean, he has here the Monkey, the Dragon, okay, gives 2 rested on here. This is an unblockable swing. Okay, this is interesting. This is we take this as well. And I think there's a 9k swing again, right? Okay, he goes for our Shaka. I mean, this makes no sense. We just use it. So Shaka actually just blocked like 2 attacks, right? We blocked the Whitebeard and this as well, so that's a pretty good turn for us. Okay, what are we doing here, right? I think we first poke here the Luffy with our character here. We could debate on playing the Portgas the Ace. He let it go. This is pretty interesting to me. This is really interesting. Okay. I mean, with the Portgas the Ace, we would have 2 lives, right? 1, 2. If he goes with those characters after our life, here we get out another blocker, which can block a 3rd character. I think I would rather play out a Yamato this turn, just to heal 3, like we are 3 life and a little bit more, how do I say, proof here, like more. So I think I would attack with 9 into, I think I would attack into his face, because he has to play out the event if he has it, right? I mean, this is just a radical beam attack, pretty much. So we get out of a radical beam here, perfect. And I think we play out the Yamato. We don't destroy anything, just no targets. And then we add to top of our life. We could also play the Edison, just to cycle through our deck and get rid of the Katakuri, right? Because I think Katakuri is something we don't necessarily need. But I think we just play this here on top. And then we pass. So right now, I think I would be kind of, okay, 6 to our face. I think here we block with the Edison, 2k. And again, he attack with his Newgate, which indicates to us that he doesn't have a character at what Newgate in his hand. Because, I mean, you would prefer to play this out and then have an 8k swing here, so... Maybe he has another Dragon, maybe he has another Luffy he wants to play, or Ace. We got rid of 2 radical beams here. Okay, he plays another Nami and draws a radical beam. Okay, there's 1 radical beam in hand for sure. I think it's a Ace or Monkey D. Dragon angle probably, right? But let's see what he's doing. Okay, attacks tool, okay. No way we... I mean, we don't have to use the trigger, right? It's option. So we could also say no to it. But let's use it. Let's just play out the Shaka. And let's get rid of the Lilith here. Okay. He has 7, so he could play an Ace. No, he just swings for 14 here. I think we just take this. No trigger. Okay, we have 3 Katakuri, which is pretty crazy. Okay, draw a card here. Okay, and he scoops, yeah. I mean, we would just have like 2 swings. So, I mean, just like the 2 Yamato swings would be like really devastating for him. So, yeah, we won against Newgate. This was, I think, a pretty good game here. I would say let's get into the next game and search for another round. Okay, so here we have, yeah, I think it's the same opponent again. So we have another game against Newgate. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate. I would rather play against different opponents, but yeah, it is what it is, and we just take it, right? So, do we keep this hand here? I think it's okay to keep it, right? We have a big drop. But as we saw in our last game, I would rather prefer the Yamato, right? Because the Yamato just gives us like a double heal, which is just takes off like so much pressure at all. So here we gonna deploy. I think we deploy the Shaka and just play out the event here. What do we get here? I think the Frankie we have already one in hand. I think we grab another. Please save me here. And then pass. I'm hoping he takes with the Newgate first, so we can take the life, and then we can just free block the 5k with the Nami here. But I think if he is smart, he takes first with the Nami, and then with the Newgate. Like if we block the Nami, he takes 6. Should attack here. Like we just block this. Let's see if he goes for our character or goes for our life. I'm hoping he goes for our life here, because I want to stack the Frankie. Okay, he goes for this. This is pretty unfortunate. I think we block with the Luffy, right? Okay, we draw into another ace. So I think here we just take out the Nami. Then we play out the Lilith. Oh. We bottom deck 2 Katakuri, I mean that's what it is. I think we just take the Shaka here. And then we add on top of our life. No, or we deploy the Shaka, right? Just get some more board present. Because actually we want that he takes our life, right? Yeah, thank you very much, mister. Okay, we got a free trigger here. That's a free 6k swing. Oh, he goes with the Kid and Killer here for... Oh, this is actually pretty... Kid and Killer is really a strong card here. I think we take it. Just see what we get here. Oh, it's the Edison. I would say we play the Edison, right? Just to cycle through our deck here. Do we need to podcast the ace? I would say maybe we get rid of this and this. Yeah, let's see it like this. We definitely get rid of the killer, right? There's no way we're letting this guy survive. So we first gonna take a 5k here. Just use our 5k swings first for this here. And then we're using maybe 7s. So okay, he gets rid of this. Now, what is our plan? So we have 6 dons. I mean, we want to for sure... Next turn, he could play a Luffy, give him 2 dons and unblockable. Go through our blockers here. So I think we place... To top of our life, we place the... I would say this here, right? And then... We can swing 8 and 8, right? Let's see what he's doing with 8 here. If he blocks it or takes it, right? I mean, 8 and 8 is really good pressure here. Oh, he blocks it. That's really good. So I think we will go just with another 8 here. So he's defend like with this attack, the 8k and the aggressive defense here, he probably has a Newgate on hand, right? Because he wants to have at least 1 or 2 lives available. We also attack with 1 Shaka here. The other Shaka we leave because if he plays a Luffy with unblockable, that goes through. But here we want to block the leader attack then, right? Or does it make sense at all? We could just also just let, yeah. I mean, we have some, yeah, we should be fine. I mean, we got rid of so many cards, right? We got rid of the Kin Killer, a 2k, a 1k, 1k and a 2k. So that's like 4 cards in his hand plus the character he had on board. This year we will block for sure, right? So we just counter with the Frankie. And now 7. I mean, he will play out a Russia, like Ace or Luffy, and just attacks our life again, right? Yeah, it's an Ace. Maybe he also goes for a board, but I think then he would have also gone with the Newgate for our board. There's no way, like he has to attack our life. No way he doesn't go for our life here. Yeah, and I think this is what we take. And I think we don't use it, right? No trigger. It was just like a free get out of jail card, right? Okay, so this turn we could pressure his life, right? I mean, we have 8 dons, right? We want to make sure we stack this here to our life again for 1. And maybe we just don't play anything else and just go all in with the rest, right? What we have, we hit an 8k swing with this. For 2 don and 3 we have 8 and an 8. Oh, let's do... maybe we poke with 6 first, right? This is our leader effect. Then we do 6 and 6 for 2 dons. We could make her an 8k with like 2 dons, and we have 3 spares, so we have like a 6 and a 8, or make this an 8. I think we start with a 6k to his life. He has to give us really a lot of cards if he wants to defend this 1 life, right? Let's do a 8k. 8k with no don active is really painful for Newgate, because 2 cards is really not what you're looking forward to, right? So let's do another 8k here, right? Just to get a little bit out of his cards. Okay. What's the worst case he would play next turn? The worst case would be he takes 7 with his leader, 7 with podcast to our face, has 8 don remaining for Luffy and 2 don to go for unblockable, right? I think if he has a monkey dragon, we can have the blocker, so I would say we are fine if we attack 1 more time with this to his life, just to get out of a 2k out of his hand. Oh, he was bricking. He had just like characters and had no... Okay, we got this here. So I would say Vegapunk against Newgate is a pretty good matchup, right? Because we can just cheat out so many characters, and then before he's able to play out his Newgate, we can just pressure his life, right? Yeah, well, good games, and let's see and hope for yeah, a matchup, maybe like a different leader. Let's see. Okay, so now we found another match. It's against Vivi. Yeah, let's take a look how our hand looks. So we have Yamato, we have some big drops, we have a Searcher. I think we keep this hand, right? I think it's pretty good. Gives some options. Also, the stage is pretty good. We haven't seen the stage before in the last games, but this stage allows us to restand our units pretty much. So we can maybe also attack for free with the Shaka, which is pretty good. So we just deploy the Shaka, I would say, right? And then pass the turn. Because she can attack first the turn. I mean, she generally can attack, so we should be pretty fine here. He will probably use the leader effect, right? If he doesn't have a better play. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Okay, so what is our plan here? I think we go with the Searcher event. We probably use the Lilith here, I would say. And I think we're gonna... because he can swing, so maybe we just swing with Shaka. And then we deploy the Lilith here. And I think we take... maybe we just take the Nico Robin to draw some cards. Yeah, let's do this. Because if we stack her on our life, then we just get to draw 2 cards at any point of the game. Like that's really good. Okay, he plays out ulti. I think this is a Searcher, right? Yeah. The good thing here is that you can just draw like any card. So it's... you just grab whatever you think you need or is necessary. Okay, so we draw another ace. So we use our leader and we play out the event, just the stage. And then we can just hit for face, right? 2 for the stage, 1 for our leader, so we can do like a 6 and a 7, right? Let's do a 6 first. Then we're doing a 7. Then we play out the stage. And we use our leader effect, and at the top of our life, we just put the Nico Robin, and at the end of our stage, we just restand the Shaka. So the stage is, if your life is at 3 or less, set up to one of your characters with the cost 5 or less, with the type ACAT as active. So this means, right now, 3 or less, we can just swing with our blocker, and just set him as active again at the end of our turn. Which is, I think, a pretty good card. I mean, we have it 2 times in our deck. I think now 4 of is necessary, so here we just block. This is for sure a free block here. And he plays out the Boa Hancock. So this can attack. Okay, let's see what we draw. We are at 7 Don here, right? Okay, I mean, we definitely want to get rid of the ulti here, right? So we could just play our leader to get this into play and then just swing big to ulti, right? I think there's not pretty much more we want to do in this turn. Just get rid of this. Then we deploy another Shaka. It's the end of our turn and restand the Lilith here. Let's see what he's doing now on his 8 Don turn. He's at 3 life, 10 cards in hand, which is pretty a big portion. I just saw that he's also at 800 million bounty. So I think if we defeat this opponent, we should get a pretty huge... yeah, here we just take it, use the trigger, just draw 2 cards, perfect. We could just play another Robin in our life, right? Let's see what he's doing now. He plays another Hancock here, okay. We could technically next turn use our... no, we are at 9, so we play on curve. I just thought that we could heal life, play Yamato, and just kill like a Hancock with 6 lives, right? But this doesn't happen, so... What else? So what are we doing here? I mean... Let's do like the following. We want to play our leader and put the Nico into our lives, right? We could play out this character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we had 3 Don open. I think we just go big here. For example, we could do like a 10k swing with a Shaka and also have a 9k swing again, right? Or we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go 12 into the Hancock. Because he is not in radical range, radical beam range, he has to get rid of a lot of cards. And we also have a 7k swing to his life, and then can stack our life. I think that's what we're gonna do. We just go big into the Hancock. I mean, I'm fine with either outcome. Either he let it go or gets rid of a lot of cards in his hand, right? I mean, could also be a point gotten a 2k, right? But that's 5k of defensive power. So he plays the Happiness Punch. This is -3 and then a 2k, yeah. Okay. I am fine with this, right? So I think now we are just doing a 7 to his face. Actually, okay, he takes it, yeah. And now to the top of our life, we just add Nico Robin. And at the end of our turn, we restand our Shaka here. Let's see what he's doing now. He's at 10 Don now, so he has the option to play some big characters that could get us in trouble, but let's see. Right now I'm pretty kind of relaxed, I would say, because we have some blockers, we have some stuff here. I think this we just take and use the trigger to draw 2 more cards. Oh no, I think if now there's a pudding happening, we are really in a bad spot. I just forgot, I mean, he's like a red-blue leader, right? So pudding would be just like devastating, right? Just it would delete 3 cards of our hand, would get rid of all the bodies. I mean, yeah, there is the punishment, right? For our greedy Nico Robin plays. So I didn't play it around this, so yeah, definitely something you have to be careful of. So this was definitely something that hurts our game a little bit, I would say. 9 to here, we just let it go. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, I would say. What is our plan for the next? Wow, this is really okay. 6 to our life. I think we block this and give him a 1k, right? We could also take the life, but yeah. Okay, so what do we do now? We could play the Katakuri and put one boar in on the bottom of his life, right? Then we have two spare dons here. I think maybe a 6-wing here is fine, just to see what he's doing. He let it go. We do 8 for Katakuri, 1 for our leader, and maybe one for the event here. Do we pressure his life? Maybe I think we'd rather play the event, right? We probably take the Frankie here. I think we can play now. Let's just swing another 6 to his life. Just to get rid of like a 2k, right? There's no reason. Yeah, perfect. And now we deploy this. We put this to the bottom of their life. And then to the top of our life, I think we will add maybe the Edison, right? And just pass and we stand one blocker. Yeah, I think, yeah, the pudding really, I mean, it was a good play and I didn't notice it until it was too late, right? So, yeah. So always remember, if there's a blue in the opponent's leader, just always have the option of a pudding in your mind, right? Okay, now he plays Shanks. Okay, I think we are definitely in trouble here, right? I mean, this is not where we want to be. Now we bottom deck also two Yamatos. This is not so good. I mean, now we just want to get white. Or we bottom deck another some big drops here. I think we will play out this and just play out this. And I think we can just poke him for 6, right? Because we can restand with the stage. Okay. I mean, we have also some... I mean, this turn we played out this, and this. So we played 13 Don of value. No, even more, right? We used our leader and this. Yeah, no, 13 Don of value, yeah. 8 into our life. I think we have to take. Do we play him out? Do we want to cycle? These are pretty good cards. I would say no. I'm hoping he attacks with the Shank again. That's perfect. That's a free attacker and also a card in our hand. Now is the question, does he have another Russia, right? Oh. He gets us these 3. Okay, this was pretty good turn for him, right? So now, what are we doing? I think 7k swings would be good. 7, 7, 7. Then we have still 1, 2, 3, 6 open. Maybe to play out... we could also play out like a Katakuri, right? Get this to the bottom of his deck. Maybe this is better, just to have like a big body on board. I mean, we could poke like a 5k. 5, 7, like 5, 6, 7. Use leader and then just poke him a little bit. I mean, on the other hand, if his hand is filled with big drops, that's also not so much counter power, right? Oh, he doesn't have a 2k, right? That's some... I mean, he drops 2 1ks. This is a good information, I would say. So I think we drop this and go for 7 into his life. If he doesn't have a 2k, he probably takes this, yeah. Then we play the Katakuri. Make this to the bottom of the life. And then we are using this to play We have a Shaka in our graveyard, so if we play out the Please Save Me into our life, we are definitely safe and don't die. The Frankie would be another attacker and gives us a card into our hand. We are at 1-2, we are 2 life and have a blocker, right? And we have 1-2, 1004, 6. Let's put the Frankie here and restand our blocker, right? I think we should be pretty safe and not die the next turn. And he just showed us that he doesn't have a 2k in his hand, right? And no 2k in hand, yeah, that's pretty rough. So if let's see what survives from our board, right? He using the leader effect. I mean, usually you want to play out something and gang give the character rush, right? I mean, this year we definitely gonna let go. And I think he will play attack into the Atlas, right? Yeah, nothing we can do here. Next turn we have the option to put some Don on our Katakuri and just get rid of some one big body. But let's see. Okay, he plays a Boa Hancock. Probably says, oh, he says, this doesn't make sense, right? I mean, you definitely want to say that the Katakuri can't attack, right? We draw into Nico Robin. This is pretty interesting. Okay. So I think we want to deploy some characters, right? For example, like either the Atlas or the Luffy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Luffy. So we would have 4 done. We could. This isn't so good, right? Do we even? $14k would be 6 dons, right? 2, 4, 5, 6. We could play out a Lilith for 3, use our leader effect, Lilith for 3, leader effect, and then 14k here, right? 14k would be a 2 and a 1k. And if, I mean, he struggled like, let's do like 14k here and just see what he's doing. If the last life he took was a 2k, okay, he's a Radical Beam, okay, yeah, makes sense. Maybe this was not such a good play. I think we grab the... Probably we grab the Please Save Me. And then we just play out the Monkey, the Luffy, right? Just have some pressure here. And then, yeah, that's all we can do. This just restands our cat character, so no Katakuri restand. The thing is now, he will probably go with these characters after our Katakuri. Yes, there's nothing. I mean, we could block, but I would rather have the attacking power available, right? I think he's out of 2Ks in his hand, but he could have some events, right? Some more Radical Beam, some more Point Guard, or like the Happiness Punch, right? So, I mean, Happiness Punch is like a Point Guard, but maybe better. 9k here. I think we take this and then play it out. Get another Katakuri, okay. Could also play it to... Do we take this? I would say no, we block this here, right? He could still play out like a... Okay, Borsa, and then he sent a Frankie to the bottom. Okay, makes sense. Okay, we draw 2 Katakuris. This is crazy. This is crazy. Katakuri says 8 cost, right? Okay, so... We definitely want to put the Please Save Me in our life, right? So we get this, get to replay the Shaka. Maybe it's a... Maybe we just poke a... Okay, our time is running out. So maybe we just do like a 7 to his face. We have to be careful our time. To play a little bit faster. This is our leader effect. Maybe we play out for 4 the Edison. What did you just do? It was a 0 cost event, right? Okay. Then I would say we play out another 7 here. Maybe we go like this. Okay. I think then we play out the Edison, we get rid of the Katakuri and Katakuri, and add to the top of our life this, and just call it a day, and then we stand... Nah! Okay, I wanted to actually use the Luffy, right? So we have more attack power next turn. Let's see if we get through this turn. I mean, this is a pretty crazy board, and he has also the option to play 8 cost and give him rush, right? 6 here. I think we leave it. Yeah. He takes our life, we get our Shaka. If he has another rush character, we are done, right? It's just like 8k power in our hand. Yep, and I think that's sadly the game, right? There's nothing, I mean, the pudding, I think, since we didn't play around the pudding, there was nothing we could do, right? This was a pretty unfortunate game, sadly. Yeah, but let's look after another game, right? I think one last one. Okay, so we found another lobby. Now it's up against Doflamingo, the blue one. And yeah, let's see how this goes. So, well, this hand I think we mulligan away because we don't have any plays at all, right? So this is just not so good. I mean, the high drops would be good, but we won't survive the early game if we have nothing to play. Okay, he plays the Perona, stack his deck, and is ready to set. Yeah, to use his leader effect probably on turn 2. Hopefully he doesn't see Jinbei, like if he gets his board like really full of attackers and have so many swings, that's I think, I would estimate this is a tough matchup, right? So let's start here with our Searcher event here. We take the Lilith, I would say. And I think we will deploy the Lilith and take... Good grab the Please Don't Save Me. Yeah, let's take this and then we call it a day. Okay, let's see what he's doing. He just uses leader effect, right? We just take this and hope it's a trigger we can use. Okay, so Jinbei. Let's him play out another Weevil. This is really okay. Sadly, no trigger. I mean, the big drops is like... That's not what we want to get. What we want to see, right? I think here we just swing probably 8 into his Jinbei and then use leader, right? And we stack the Frankie just to get him into play and draw one more card. But again, it's blue, and he has the option to attack us. We use it and then get the pudding, right? I mean, that would be pretty unfortunate. He puddings us right away. Okay. That's, yeah. I mean, that's really sad, right? 5k swing. He has a 5, 5, and a 7, right? So I think we are next turn at 6 done, so we could play out a lot of stuff. Maybe we block it with this here, right? Because if he goes aggressive with these cards, I think we will use it, and then a 7. I think a 7 we also take. This here is 4 cost or less. I think we use it and just get rid of the Weevil. Okay. So now, probably play this. Want to see a Shaka here. We probably using just a 5k here. I mean, we have 5 and then also a 7 option. Now we're putting the Shaka into our life. And the question is, are we swinging? I think we use this here. Get a Frankie. And maybe a 6k swing. I mean, the 6k swing, sure, we give him new cards, but I also want to have a target that he maybe swings into and don't pressure our life. But yeah. Let's see where we go from here. I think this year we just block with a Robin. Oh, he bottom decks. Probably, yeah. That was a strong move from his part. So now we could play this and stack the Robin, right? Or use the Frankie. I think we use the leader for the Frankie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we just swing 7. Play out this, stack this. Yeah, having the Frankie on the second life is just really good. Just to get a body on board and draw a card. Really like this. Next turn we probably stack the Nico Robin to our life just to draw like 2 more cards. We also used like some searchers. I mean, we got our deck shuffled, so probably swings into this, yeah. We live it. I mean, this we let go for sure. Is the law here? Also the Hancock, okay. I mean, we attack definitely into the law, right? Oh, we can attack, yeah. I forgot this. Maybe we have to play out the Edison, right? I think we play out Luffy. And then we add to our top our life the Nico Robin. Just pass. Because now he has to attack our life. If you yeah, the thing is, does he go for our life or just develops, let's say, like a Kaido? I mean, if you would just play like a Kaido and did nothing at all, this would be also pretty good. Yeah. That's what he just did, right? This was a pretty good turn for him. Okay. Now we have to take a look what we want to do here. Maybe just like 7, 7, 7, 7, and we have 4 done open. We could play the stage, searcher event, and leader effect, right? Maybe we start with this. We get a blocker, which is nice. Let's start with a 7 here. Maybe we play out this, stack this in our life. I think it makes more sense, right? Yeah, I mean, we got rid of some cards. Let's see what... I wanted to use the Luffy, right? Just to use the Luffy. Kill his, probably his law. Oh, he sent Shaka to the bottom of the deck with the Gum Gum Red Rock, okay. That is pretty unfortunate, right? Because we don't have a Shaka in our deck. Yeah, definitely want to use the Luffy to kill his law. This was pretty unfortunate. I was too fast there. And also having no Shaka in our discard is not what we are looking forward, right? 7 we take, 8 we take, and then we have the blocker here. I mean, that's cool. Okay, he goes for the Frankie. Don't mind that. Now we just will clear our board, right? Yeah. Yep. It looks pretty rough. Yeah, I think this game doesn't look too good, right? I think the early putting was also... I mean, it was just like a 7 to 5 card hand, but... Yeah, maybe we also played a little bit wrong. I mean, we just have to take and probably play it. What's the best card to play? We could play out the Lilith. Maybe get a 2k into our hand, right? I mean, that way we at least get something to our hand. It's interesting, right? Now we could develop the Nico into our life. I mean, there's no way we can defend her. Let's see. 5 for Luffy, 1 for our leader. We could attack like a 8. 8. I mean, it's a lot of cards he gets rid of, right? We add a Nico Rob in here, and I think we trash this to get rid of the pudding, just to draw another card. And then we are fine, and we will restand probably this here, right? Because we are not lower on life, so he could swing into this, right? Yeah. That was for sure that he kills the Katakuri here. Kills the Lilith. Is he swinging for our life? Okay, we get some big drops. There is hope. But I think just this is so much. It is too much, right? We did find... I think we use this. Kill this. And just add this on top of our life, right? Ah, we could have also swung with this here and restand it for free. Okay. Would be like a save 2k out of his hand. Maybe we can get back into the game, right? Let's see. I think we have to be aware of the Diablo Jumble, right? Okay, just bottom decks 2 cards here. Is the Diablo Jumble in blue to every character, or is it just to a specific character type? I don't know. If he can play it to the Kaido, I mean, we are done, right? So here we have to block. Okay, so what is our plan here? If we have to podcast the ace, we have a random life. So this is not a... I think we have to... That's just a rough situation, right? We put this into our lives and play out this here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 4 done available. Maybe we can swing like a 4, like a this here. Just to see. Maybe there. Okay. And we add the event to top of our life, and then we pass. Yeah. I mean, we just hope that we can maybe get through this turn, but to be honest, I don't think we are able to, right? I mean, here we can play out a Shaka. Just attacks again. Yeah. He's unblockable. Okay, it has to be the 7 walls of the C-type, but there's nothing we can do here, and that's GG, yeah. Sad to lose, but I mean, I think blue in general is really like a tough matchup. I think the Vivi matchup was definitely winnable, but this year just was too much pressure. Then thank you very much, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's see us on the next series. Thank you very much.